Previously on the phone that knows tomorrow, Malik thought the strange predictions and tasks from his phone were just a test, a game to see how he'd react. But as the stakes got higher and the consequences more real, he uncovered a terrifying truth. He wasn't just being tested, he was being watched. The streetlights blurred into long streaks as the black sedan cut silently through the city night. Malik sat in the back, his heart a frantic drum against his ribs. The phone, the source of all this chaos, lay dark and silent on the seat beside him. He wasn't alone. In the front were two figures, a man driving and a woman in the passenger seat. Beside him sat another man, his face stoic, his eyes fixed on the road ahead. The silence in the car was heavy, thick with unspoken questions. Finally, the man beside him spoke, his voice calm and steady, a stark contrast to the storm inside Malik. "You've done well, Malik." Malik turned, his eyes wide. "Done well? What are you talking about? Who are you people? What is all this?" The question spilled out, a torrent of confusion and fear. He had followed the phone's instructions, diverted a train, stopped a robbery, saved a life. But each act felt less like a choice and more like a move in a game he didn't understand. The woman in the front seat turned, a faint, enigmatic smile playing on her lips. She had a presence that was both comforting and intimidating. "We are the ones who ensure the river flows as it should. We protect the timeline." The timeline, Malik repeated, the words feeling foreign and absurd on his tongue. "You mean time travel?" The driver chuckled softly. A low rumble in the quiet car. "Not exactly. Think of it more like course correction. Sometimes, a pebble gets tossed into the river, creating ripples that could turn into tidal waves. We're here to remove the pebble before it does. And I'm the pebble." Malik asked, a dawning horror creeping into his voice. "No," the woman said, her gaze steady. "You're the one who helps us find them." The car pulled into an underground garage, the doors sliding shut behind them with a heavy, final thud. They led him through a series of sterile white hallways, the only sound the soft hum of ventilation and their echoing footsteps. They stopped before a massive steel door that hissed open to reveal a room that took Malik's breath away. It was vast and dark, but the darkness was alive with light. Dozens of massive screens covered every wall, floor to ceiling, and on these screens danced hundreds, no, thousands of tiny, glowing dots, each moving along its own intricate path. Some moved in clusters, others drifted alone, some glowed brightly. Others were faint. It was like looking at a galaxy of living stars. What is this?" Malik whispered, mesmerized and terrified all at once. The woman stood beside him, her reflection ghosting across the screens. She gestured to the cosmic display. "This is our watchtower. This is how we see the flow." Malik stared, trying to make sense of the beautiful, chaotic patterns. He pointed to a single, bright blue dot moving steadily across one of the central screens. "What are they?" "The dots." The woman's smile faded, replaced by an expression of profound gravity. She looked at him, her eyes seeming to hold the weight of all the stars in the room. "Each dot," she said, her voice dropping to a near whisper, "is a life." Malik's blood ran cold. He looked back at the screens, at the countless points of light, a life, each one. He thought of the train he'd diverted, the people he'd saved. Had their dots been blinking red on this screen? He suddenly felt a crushing weight, the impossible scale of what he was seeing. This wasn't a game. This wasn't a test. This was a responsibility beyond anything he could have ever imagined. He was no longer just a player, he was a guardian of destinies he couldn't even comprehend. And he had a terrible feeling his work was just beginning. Thanks for watching. If you're hooked, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next. See you in the next episode.